Treat their mental health seriously. When they are struggling with a problem, the only advice that is given to them to man up. Which, in my opinion, they have, and they just need actual help. Stop telling them to man up or grow a pair, because men suffer too. Don't shame us for asking for help or appearing weak. Compliment them, even if it's something small. Wow, that's a nice shirt, it looks good on you. Your hair looks nice today. A girl complimented my nose 4 years ago, weird I know, but I still remember that compliment. We like hugs and amp, #X200B, and amp, #X200B, just hug PLS, I want a hug. Hugs, compliments and cuddles. Men does not get enough of these things. Provide more opportunities to form communities and activities that cater to different men's needs. A lot of us don't have friends or intimate platonic relationships, and we're in desperate need of that. Not abandon your best friend of 10 years after he begged you for help. Fuck you, Sam. Stop using expressions such as man up, stop being a pussy when a man expresses any sad emotions. Lead by example. For so long, men have been taught that they always have to be hard and tough to be real men. It's time to break that cycle and have fathers show their sons and daughter that it's okay to feel all the emotions. That it's okay to cry, it's okay to be vulnerable and open up about your struggles. Accepting that men can also be victims of physical/emotional abuse and rape, and providing as much support for them as we do for women. Listen to each other, it's pointless telling men to open up about their feelings if no one is there to take them seriously. Body shaming is just as bad when it's directed at a man. Men receive so little compliments, tell them they're looking fit. Probably do something about the male homeless problem. Last stat I saw was around 85% of the homeless population was male. Statistically speaking, men work more, work longer hours, work in more dangerous professions and consume more drugs, alcohol and other. In addition, men, on average, have fewer close friends and feel lonelier than women. I think the fatigue of such a life can be quite draining. I don't think the problem is that men do not talk about their feelings. I think the problem is that they often don't have someone to talk to. In addition, it can be quite hard to make new friends. Especially when you are past your 20s. You know, people you are potentially interested in are married and have kids. They are preoccupied with their own lives. I felt very lonely and sad after my last long-term relationship ended. It took me over 6 months to find new friends, and I'm a hardcore extrovert. Still, I made a bunch of new friends within the past year or so. I'd like to encourage anyone who feels lonely to put yourself out there. Talk to people. If you like them, ask them if they like to hang out with you. Do you know how I became friends with one of my best friends? I straight up told him that I felt lonely and that I like him and would like to become friends with him. And for those of you who already have plenty of friends and a busy life, maybe make some room for people in your community who aren't as blessed as you are. Not turn them away when they tell us what they're struggling with. Oh my dog, this blew up. Anyway, I'm so sorry to everyone who posted here sharing their cases of being turned down. I hope you all find someone who is gonna listen and help you. Fiu. Give us one compliment. Just one. A girl once said I had really pretty eyes. That shit was 7 years ago and I remember it perfectly because it's all I've gotten in 7 years. Allow men to express sorrow without shaming them and instead supply support. The real men don't cry, idea kills. Kill us yourselves. That way the suicide rate is lower. People's reaction to men that commit suicide, and OMG, that's so tragic. If only he had gotten help. How could anyone think they're that alone? People's reaction to men on the verge of suicide, and GT, OMG, he is so creepy. He is such a downer. Stay away from him, he is such a freak. Can you imagine even living like that? Pathetic. What a loser. So cringe. It's pretty much this. Probably ease all of the pressure our society puts on men. We don't talk about the emotional toll of social pressure on men nearly enough. A previous member of the Norwegian royal family committed suicide this Christmas, 50-year-old male. After this, the Prime Minister told the public that she wanted to investigate the mental health of the population, especially for girls. Sometimes I hate politics. We are failing our precious boys. Destigmatize men talking about their feelings and thoughts. Work towards fixing the fact that most men have some form of depression. Stop assuming anyone concerned about men's issues is a misogynist. I can't count how many times I've tried to approach friends about what I'm going through and gotten cold fucking receptions. I've been ghosted by friends on more than one occasion for doing little more than having feelings. Men are meant to act like nothing ever bothers them at all, and so we end up bottling it up till it comes out in the worst ways. For me, it's often alcohol. Actually listen to their problems and not yell at them and say you're a man, don't be such a wimp. Funding for mental health, and understanding as a society. Easier said than done, especially in certain cultures. An uncle-in-law shot himself to death this week. The guy was screaming for help and threatening to do it for days. He was 48. What are the options? If I was dealing with heavy depression and just wanted to talk to someone, where do I go? I've sought independent counselors and they usually turn out to be nutcases themselves. Seems like this just adds to the overall feeling of hopelessness. And I'll be included soon because I'm so fucking tired and nothing works. Meds don't work. Therapy doesn't work. I thought being a workaholic would work, but it doesn't. My friend who has been given everything in his life told me to be grateful. Fuck him. He's had every opportunity in his life given to him. Legacy student despite his 2.5 GPA. Given a $70K job in rehab because a fellow junkie took pity on him. Maybe men kill themselves because, like me, they realize the system is rigged and that most have no fucking chance. US-centric response. So many responses are around supposed cultural insistence that men be tough or stoic. But over the last few decades there has been a huge cultural push to make it okay for men to be sensitive and share feelings. An American male is way more encouraged to express his feelings than he was in 2000, or 1990, or 1980. Has this correlated to a decrease in the male suicide rate?